Hello everyone, this is Rohit Khemchandani and welcome to Stratigem. Today we are going to unpack one of the most heated debates in business and finance. Is ESG, environmental, social and governance, really driving positive change or is it just corporate greenwashing? Green finance has exploded into a multi-trillion dollar industry with investors and governments demanding sustainable practices. Yet, scandals, inconsistencies and accusations of greenwashing cloud the field. In this session, we will explore the ESG paradox, why it exists, examples of both impact and illusion, the role of AI in separating signal from noise, and a consultant's framework for ensuring credibility in ESG strategies. Let's move on to the first topic, ESG assets, which is the rise of green finance. ESG assets under management now exceed 40 trillion globally. Sustainable bonds, green ETFs, and ESG funds are mainstream. Governments and regulators push climate disclosures and ESG standards. Corporates market themselves as sustainable to attract capital and customers. Green finance is no longer niche. It's a central pillar of capital markets. The ESG paradox. On one hand, ESG capital steers companies toward renewable energy, diversity, and transparency. On the other, accusi- accusations of greenwashing using ESG as a marketing tool without real impact. The paradox is ESG is both a force for good and a field vulnerable to manipulation. Examples, oil companies touting renewable investments while expanding fossil fuel production. Funds labeled green but holding stakes in polluting industries. Now let's see few case studies. Volkswagen Dieselgate. Marketed as clean diesel while cheating emission tests. Asset managers. Some ESG funds caught holding coal and oil companies. Tesla, Tesla dropped from S&P 500 ESG index due to governance concerns despite being central to EV adoption. And Unilever's strong ESG messaging but criticized for inconsistent impact reporting. These case studies show ESG credibility is uneven. Why greenwashing happens? Lack of standards. ESG ratings vary widely. Disclosure gaps. Companies self-report with little verification. Incentive structures. Marketing and capital access encourage exaggeration. Complex trade-offs. Firms improve in one ESG area but worsen in another. Greenwashing thrives where measurement is murky. Now let's see the role of AI's role in ESG. AI can reduce greenwashing by data mining, scraping disclosures, news, and satellite data to verify claims, sentiment analysis, tracking how stakeholders perceive ESG credibility, predictive models, forecasting environmental and social risks, and lastly, ESG scoring, dynamic AI driven ratings that evolve in real time. This makes ESG analysis more evidence based and less reliant on self reporting. What are the risks and challenges? ESG backlash, political resistance in some countries, skepticism, capital flight from ESG if credibility falters, over reliance on AI. Models may miss nuance or context, and finally, regulatory uncertainty. Standards evolving but inconsistent. Sorry. Now, what's the role of the consultant? So, consultants can audit ESG claims for credibility, help firms align ESG with strategy, not just marketing, build AI-enabled ESG dashboards, and guide clients through regulatory compliance. A five-step ESG credibility framework for consultants. First is assess, audit ESG claims against data, align, integrate ESG goals with its core strategy, authenticate, use AI to validate disclosures, adapt, evolve practices as regulations and expectations shift, and advocate, report transparently and educate stakeholders. So, in conclusion, ESG holds enormous promise, but the paradox is real. Without accountability, it risks devolving into greenwashing. With AI consultants and rigorous frameworks, ESG can live up to its potential as a force for sustainable growth. So ask yourself, is your ESG strategy built on impact or illusion? So thank you for joining in this session. Hope you like this video. Please like and subscribe our YouTube channel. And if you have any comments, feedbacks, or suggestions, please provide them in the comment section below. Thank you.